You ever wonder why we're here? It's one of life's great mysteries, isn't it?
Hey everyone, welcome to the Receipt Podcast. I'm Gus.
Oh, dude. Is that Biff?
That's Gavin.
Do you want one? I'm Eric.
Eric.
I'm
and
Gavin.
Do you
And
want
I'm
one?
Gus.
There's only one more holiday cheer.
They look like they're from December.
Hey, they are. Hey, can you get this from? It's in the fridge in the studio.
There's
Thank you.
a lot of studios and a lot of fridges. In this building.
Yeah, but we just keep getting shuffled around, so who really cares? That beer is so. Yeah, dude, it tastes like it.
Yeah, you might not want to
It's
drink
probably
it.
just from this past December,
Yeah.
right? It's still fine.
Yeah, it's fine. I saw it in there. It's good.
Speaking of drinking and beverages,
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
Oh yeah.
We got
Oh.
the
Something else was gonna happen.
I legit didn't know what you were doing. And then
exciting.
This is sitting right next to me.
we got the prototype Anma mug.
Yeah?
in.
Oh, the one that
The
reveals the
sample.
name that everyone knows already?
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, you could.
Oh,
this could
thanks.
still be yours eventually when it's in the store. And it changes color. That might be the first time you ever opened a beer and it didn't overflow. No, it changes color when it gets warm liquid in it.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put hot water in it with the Keurig here.
No.
Did you?
Oh, you want the coffee?
I want a coffee.
Oh.
yeah.
Oh,
This
man.
I've
dirty
been.
one.
I don't know what it is about
ahead,
today.
Mel.
I've been exhausted.
Dragon.
Yeah.
I
Been
get it.
flagging.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I recorded an Anma supplemental with Jeff today, and he's like, I bought coffee for this, and he didn't say that until the last 15 minutes of the second one that we recorded, so I didn't have enough coffee. It was good. So this is the Anma mug.
It changes color when you put a hot
and there's
liquid
a
in it.
reason that we're still doing it. So Anma stands for Anarchy Me Anything. That is what we found out.
We revealed it a couple weeks ago.
I listened to the episode
It was
where you guys
guessed.
revealed it.
It's a great guess. It was guessed. Here's the thing, and we said like, oh man, now we can't sell the mug. But
Oh,
watch
look.
this. Watch this. Remember, Anarchy Me Anything. This
So
is very cool.
It's very, very important.
Very
This-
anarchist.
Uh,
Is it? Oh, I'm sorry.
There, that
You
angle.
should have said that quicker. Sorry,
Yep.
guys.
Look at what happens on the front of this mug.
I hope that's enough water. I feel like it stopped prematurely.
No, it's going.
Oh,
It's
I see
going.
it. I see it.
The A reveals to the anarchy symbol.
Wow.
Look at that. And when you fill it up all the way to the top,
It'll I think rise with
Yep.
the heat there.
and then on the back, Anarchy Me Anything.
That is
Wow.
amazing.
This is a cute mug. I
Yeah,
like the.
it's very cool.
I really like the blue color you guys chose
Yeah.
That
too.
will last
Definitely
at least
choose it, but-
6 dishwasher
Here's the
cycles.
It
thing.
almost looks like the Avengers symbol, and it makes me laugh.
If you're watching this and you're going, oh, I don't know about this mug, please wash it by hand. Please just wash it by
Wash
hand.
it by hand.
Rinse it. Like right after you use it, just rinse it.
I saw
Wash
someone
it by
put
hand.
the sippy cup of knowledge in the dishwasher, even though it explicitly says, do not put this in the dishwasher.
That is the craziest fucking thing.
But don't you think because it's 2023, everything should be dishwasher safe?
No, it turned into like a shrinky dink.
It's
But you kn- but
can't
you
put plastic in the
know-
dishwasher.
But you know it's not. Hang on. Did you know you can't put plastic in the dishwasher?
I have plastic chopsticks that I put in the dishwasher.
Plastic in the dishwasher. That's anarchy. Wow.
Clip that. That's our new commercial.
The A on the front is so fucking cool. This was a design from Gus and Tony because Gus knew the name. Me and Jeff did not know the name.
We had worked on it in secret.
Yep. And they put the anarchy. Oh, so cool.
I love any mug that shows something when it heats
I think
up.
it's so
Are
cool.
you
such a
slightly
fun.
bummed at how close it was guessed
It was
to the
so
release
close.
of this
Yeah.
mug?
We're like, because then we were, it was the dumbest thing. We were going to monetize the name of the podcast, where the only way to find out the name
Yep.
was to buy a mug.
We were going to never say the name, and you could only find out if you buy the mug. Which is just a bad idea.
It's not good. No,
No.
it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's anarchy.
It's anarchy.
Could I have my own version? Could we make our own version of this mug just for me to have personally of the same thing, except it's your face in the background of Anma going like this? I just want your face to appear on my
Or
mug.
can we have a face of me, and then when you put hot liquid in it, it turns into that mustache comes in.
Oh.
It's like you get facial hair.
I
Yeah.
thought
Put
you were
hot
going to
liquid
say it's you, and it turns into Jeff.
Thanks, Tyler.
Oh. Please return to Mr. Cruz.
Yeah.
What?
Tom Cruise.
That was under the
Is that-
Keurig.
Is that his Apple box?
Hey, if we're talking about other content,
That's what
which
he
is all
stands
we've
on in all.
It needs to be bigger than that.
we've only talked about other shows so far, so we'll talk about this. The supplemental schedule was released today for the next 4 supplemental pieces for Fuckface.
We've made over 150 episodes of that. And this week, as of this week, we now have a shared calendar
Yeah.
Wow.
where we plan when stuff comes out.
Yeah, it is
And I'm
it's a real
pretty
show.
excited
Yeah,
about it.
it's
How
like
have
a
you
real show.
never had that?
Because
How
it
have
has
you
been so
scheduled
it's so
anything?
fucking
We haven't.
ramshackle.
We make stuff. It sits completely unused on our servers, or sometimes no one's even looked to my edit,
Yeah.
and then it never comes out.
Sometimes people don't tell you that they finished the edit, and then they just leave the onus on you.
Sometimes you can put a first cut in the Slack and ask everyone in the Slack, any notes? No one replies to it, and then 3 months later, we go, what happened to that video?
So you
Who's
do
the one doing the
Yeah, well-
editing and putting it in the Slack?
it's Gavin.
Wow.
So there's no notes, so it never goes out?
Man,
Yeah,
What what if it was already a perfect video and there are no notes, so it should just go out?
isn't it weird
Should
how
you,
like
should you assume? Should you just hit upload if no one says
Gavin,
anything?
isn't it really nice when people respond to things so you know one way or the other?
He
if
said
they're-
yes to this calendar invite
He
today.
did for
Can
the
you,
first
Can you believe
It
it?
does every now and then.
The ones I'm on. What you want from me?
There's just times where Gavin just does not answer emails.
This Thursday, we will have our first round of Sloppy Joe's Bingo that
Yeah.
we recorded. So that'll be on first.
What is Sloppy
Sloppy
Joe's?
Joe's is a bar in Key West, Florida. And they have a camera on the outside of their bar that you can see. It's very plain to see.
Connect to it on the internet and view it.
And Jeff found it, and he has created a bingo game of things you commonly see on these streets and then created bingo cards, and we played bingo, Sloppy Joe's Bingo. It was
Give
so
some examples of things that might be on the bingo card.
Mullet.
Pink taxi,
Mullet.
kid,
Someone falling down?
yeah, kid out too
Bucket.
late. Skateboard?
Was there sunburn?
No, not sunburn. People acknowledging the camera.
Dropping shit, dropping
Yeah.
food.
And so this is just like you
falling
go out.
down.
We watch. It's people watching with zero consequence.
I love this.
It is.
Can I come next time?
It.
to do
Yeah.
this?
Well, I want to do it live. We have to do it
Yeah.
as like a live stream.
And
Could
we
I
didn't-
just be there? I don't have to be in the live stream.
Yeah,
I
I
just
mean, you
want.
might as well grab a bingo card.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so fucking fun. I kept saying in the recording, it's about an hour long where we play bingo. And I just kept going, Jeff, I love this. Jeff, this is so much fun. It's so good. I loved it.
This is like The View, for
Yeah.
example.
So,
Yeah, we didn't go too hard on making fun of people, really, but
No.
I think we really should.
Yeah.
Because there's some crazy haircuts out
there's
there.
some crazy shit.
It's a place where people drink. So at night,
Yeah.
when it gets crowded and people get drunk,
So this
you
is
start to see
live?
crazy
Yes.
things. Yeah.
So it's like if you had a bar on 6, like you put
Yeah.
you put like a camera outside of Shakespeare's or whatever,
Yeah.
and you just watched it with a bingo card from your home.
That sounds so much fun.
It fucking rips. I can't get
I-
enough of it.
As an introvert,
Uh-huh.
as someone who doesn't like going downtown but loves to people watch,
Yeah.
and also could like play a fun little game,
Mhm.
well, not sober
Yeah.
if you want.
It,
Great.
it was a
time.
blast. We did it on like a Thursday night, a Friday night. I think it was a
Yeah.
Thursday night, and it was so much fun. So we recorded it. It'll come out this coming Thursday on first, and then Friday on our YouTube channel. So that's the first thing. Then we have the Rock Not Rock draft. What do you think that is?
Rock, not rock.
Draft.
Wait, is it The Rock Not Rock or Rock Not Rock?
Rock Not Rock draft, right? That is Rock Not Rock draft.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think that is?
Like, so a draft is usually when you're picking.
You pick like for a team.
Okay.
Yeah.
But drafting
Or-
could also be drawing.
Or draft could also be like first draft of something.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Like a first draft of a video that no one gives notes on. That never goes out. Rock, not rock draft.
Yeah.
I think if I'm gonna take a guess.
Okay.
You look at pictures
Okay.
that are either rocks
Uh-huh.
or dog poop,
Ooh.
and you have to guess which one, if it's rock or not
That's a
rock.
good guess. I would never want to do that. That's not what it is.
Damn.
Yeah, that does sound like something you guys would do.
Uh-huh.
I would say it's you're throwing something and you have to determine whether it's a rock or not a rock.
Also a good guess. We have a throwing thing that we need to do, but
I just the baseball thing.
yeah.
I felt like there may be.
we're trying to figure out what the
connection
best fruit is to throw. This is something we've talked about
Yeah,
previous.
it's an orange.
Orange.
Yeah, no, it's an avocado. So,
No.
there. No, that's
the
too
rock
lopsided.
not
If you're playing
because
foot-
it's the right kind of grip and
if
it has the right shape.
If you're
It's-
playing football,
yeah, no, I'm
are you
not.
spiraling it?
No, I'm throwing it as far as it's an avocado,
No,
a
the
regular
weight's
Haas avocado. So, Rock Not Rock draft is a draft. It's a snake draft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's 4 rounds.
So that's like
It's
a
like
betting.
picking.
Okay.
And we are drafting the best rocks that are not rocks. So, for example, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, not a rock.
Chris Rock.
Right.
Chris Rock, not a rock. So that would be on there.
Big boulder in my backyard.
That's a rock. That's a big rock.
The moon,
Uh-huh.
definitely a rock.
That's a rock.
I would say there's a lot of choice here.
Yeah.
for not
Alcatraz,
rock.
the island, the rock.
It's not a rock.
Yeah.
No. We determined that Alcatraz.
Are you talking about the prison?
See, yes, it's all because of the term
It's-
the rock. It's a rock. So, but the movie The Rock, not a
Not a
rock.
But San Francisco Bridge.
That's a
not a
bridge.
rock.
Well, that's but it's also not. It's also not. It's also not a rock both ways.
What about rock and roll?
Rock and roll. That's not a rock, so it's eligible.
But it is rock.
But it's not. But it's not rock. It's not a like igneous, sedimentary like stone.
It's metamorphic, though.
This sucks.
Gavin, stop. We said it at the exact same moment.
Take me back to bingo.
It's a draft that we did that became incredibly contentious.
Very combative, very, very angry.
Incredibly combative.
You guys.
For no reason, fights. And it was good. It was a lot of fun. So that comes out next week. And then after that, we have,
Condor Man.
Condor Man Watch Along. Condor Man is a movie from 1981. Have you ever seen Condor Man?
I've never heard of Condor
Never heard
Man.
of Condor Man.
It is a movie where a guy is...
Have any of you seen it?
I'll say this to you.
I have now.
It's a Disney movie, not on Disney Plus.
That says a lot.
Condor
actually.
Man is a 1981 American adventure spy comedy superhero film directed by Charles Jarrett, produced by Walt Disney Productions, starring Michael Crawford, Barbara Carrera, you should watch it, and Oliver Reed. The movie follows comic book illustrator Woodrow Wilkins' attempt to assist in the defection of a female Soviet KGB agent.
Is that rock or not rock?
Oh, it's not rock.
Yeah.
So we did a watch along for that.
This poster sucks.
The movie I would
not
say the
much
poster
better?
is indicative of the movie.
Okay.
We had a fun time. That comes
Yeah.
out in 3 weeks. And then finally, in our 4th week, another draft.
What's the draft this time?
The mall draft.
The mall draft.
Mhm.
You pick people in a mall. Like you walk around a mall and pick people. For
No,
your
it's
draft.
no, it's very simple. You're just drafting the best mall.
Oh, so like Barton Creek Square.
No, you're trying to pick the stores within the mall that you think are most, I guess, representative of the mall.
Your
that
dream
you're-
mall.
Yeah, your dream mall. Your dream mall's
Oh.
insane.
This sounds like this would be a really niche, popular Steam game,
It-
like Mall Simulator 2023.
It does. Where the Rock Not Rock draft was incredibly contentious. The mall draft, incredibly wholesome.
It's very nice.
I want to hear about your malls.
They're so good.
And
Well,
I want to determine which one I want to go to.
All of them. Any good mall has to have an Anti-Ans in it.
Interesting.
But also-
Interesting.
I
Is
wonder
that
if
what you
anyone
would choose?
picks
Oh,
that.
okay.
Is that a thing though, where you're gonna have someone judge them and pick the top mall?
No, I mean, we can.
the people.
Yeah, we kind of like leave it to the audience,
Okay.
but also
I love
to
judging
be
things
very
if you need
Yeah.
I mean, to be very clear,
very judgy.
it's also not up to them.
But it's gotta be up to somebody.
They can judge all they
They
want.
can judge it all they want. It also doesn't matter. they can say, "Oh, Andrews is the best one."
No.
Does not matter to us whatsoever.
That guy named J-Lo? No.
yeah.
No Orange Julius in my mall.
Wow, you wouldn't draft an Orange Julius? No. Wow. What would you
Why
draft?
not?
Yeah.
Orange
oh, that's
Julius
a
is
good question.
trash.
Wow.
It's garbage.
Dave, you guys pick Chick-fil-A?
I can't say. I can't spoil anything.
Again, the problem is closed on Sundays.
True, even at the mall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Oh, yeah.
everywhere.
Everywhere. Even
That's
inside of
Sunday.
Negative point.
even
That's a
inside
weekend.
of the Atlanta Hawks Stadium, where they only play on Sundays.
Wow, only on Sundays.
I mean, they play on Thursdays sometimes, and I don't think they played on Monday in a very long time. But you cannot buy Chick-fil-A at the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Falcons Stadium, even though they play on Sundays. Weird. What would you draft? What would be your first
for
pick?
my mall?
Yeah. You could pick 4. We did 4. I think 4 has been a very good number for us.
Yeah.
Gosh. I feel like my interests and desires at a mall are very different.
But that's really how it went, right? Like yours is very different from Nick's, which is very different
I
from
may have
Jeff's.
brought in some international chains.
He definitely added a little bit of British
Do
flair.
you have a Nando's in there?
There was no Nando's.
I mean, so I'm thinking like, who's going to spend the most money at my mall?
Oh, interesting.
And that is teenage girls. Forever 21.
Oh.
It's got to be in there.
Okay.
Hot Topic?
No.
Claire's accessories.
Got to get your ears pierced somewhere.
Claire's is a pretty good story.
Mm-hmm.
Panda Express.
Oh, interesting.
Probably.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the things that a lot of people like to have in malls and spend money on, because that's my qualifier.
Apple Store.
Apple Store's a good one.
Apple Store is a good one.
Interesting.
And then maybe like a Nordstrom's.
Ooh, okay.
If you got a fancy mall going on.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good mall.
Although I guess I don't have like a sweets. I need like a sweets.
Yeah, think about it. You got I think the
Yeah.
best strategy is to have like a blank map. Like take a map of a mall.
Cinnabon.
Ooh.
Erase all of the store names and then like try to lay it out.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
way.
but only 4.
It's
That's
hard when
tough.
it's only 4 because
That's why
you're
I'm
trying to
thinking,
hit.
like,
You're trying to
Nordstrom.
hit like big sectors, right? Like big swaths.
I will say that our rock draft was just a fiery, heated mess the entire time, and the mall draft was very wholesome, but went absolutely off the rails in the final round.
Yes, it did. The final. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the final 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, very weird choices.
I do enjoy the sheer variety of content that we make here. I'm on Always Open talking about like mental health issues, and you guys are debating rocks.
Yeah, well,
And not rocks.
and what's not rocks. It was very good.
I
It was
love it.
the supplemental content for Anma for Fuckface. He's not on the supplemental content for Anma.
Non-canon.
The supplemental content for Fuckface has been so good, and I'm glad that we have the next 4 weeks. Bang, 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 bang. It's just shit coming out.
Glad it's coming out.
Yeah, I'm thrilled.
Who
I'm
made
thrilled.
this poll in Rooster Teeth chat? All the options suck.
Oh, what is it? What's the poll? Read.
What's the best mall anchor store?
Okay.
Target,
Okay.
Primark,
The fuck is Primark?
Oh, did someone British
Primark
make
is-
it?
Coles, COLES.
Nice. Is that Cole Gallions?
Yeah, it's Cole.
It's Cole's house.
Little, LIDL.
Liddell?
It's amazing. Little.
Oh, so this is a
like
British
a-
person.
It's someone- I
Is
think
this
it's
fucking Peter
cheap groceries.
Hayes? And
I
he's,
think it's Peter.
and he's doing like, oh, come get a chippy. Get fucking real.
This is
that'll put
garbage.
I want to go to Cole's now.
Cole's house?
It's just his house in a mall. That would be a cool experience.
Hello.
Was that Peter Hayes that did that?
I don't know.
It's gotta be.
I
I
think
make
so.
fresh cookies.
I think you'll like my picks.
Oh, he's gonna love your picks. So you can get those. It'll be Thursday, Friday over like the next 4 weeks. That's our supplemental release schedule.
We're basically just trying to balance out the good that you're doing on your
With
videos
no.
with just
with
the trash,
with the
and
bad that we're doing.
the fire, and the
We
smoke.
get
Duality
into-
of man.
I mean, to get into fights over drafting what's rocks and what's not
I love
rocks,
that, though.
and then not even to fight about what the rocks are, but to fight about what's a good pick.
Yeah.
You should have a geologist do a guest spot.
It was real, man.
A wild card.
Oh,
There's a piece of content that I filmed. Gavin's in it.
Mhm.
That we filmed thinking like, oh, maybe we'll turn this into an RT Life.
Mhm.
We don't really do those
Yeah.
anymore. Like, I don't know
Mhm.
if we could just film an RT Life and put it out.
Why not?
But maybe I could give it to Fuckface to put up.
yeah. We'll
if,
put it up.
if that works.
It's a real fuckface moment.
The old thing.
What happened with a shoe?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
that was in between two pieces of supplemental,
Okay.
and I think it was when we were doing the
yeah.
best shit of
Let's
last
just
year.
say,
Yeah.
if you've seen the video, the RT Life of Blaine kicking his shoe
Yeah.
in the air and it lands on top of stage 4, and then we use a drone and a grappling hook and a lot of luck to get it down. It's a great video. Go watch it. If you like that, you'll like this one. It has to do with a shoe.
Similar energy.
Yeah. Give it to me. We'll
I-
definitely put it up.
Okay.
I tried to resurrect Kung Shu, and I'm a bit rusty.
Yeah.
It's been about 8 years since I've last
Yeah.
kunged.
Your directions were very off. You went straight instead of out.
It was bad.
Very funny. Yeah, you could give it over to you
Yeah.
guys.
Please.
Are your hands cold?
No. Here, look.
No, because I see like it seems like a.
I think it's the
oh,
top
oh, that's
down
where you
is
drink.
kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I
where I'm
see.
drinking out of. Yeah, the Anma mug with the heat.
Look at that
Starting-
quality mug.
It's
Great
still
mug.
beautiful.
I don't know when it's coming out in the store. We're waiting
Me
on the
neither.
restaurant
This
to
is
come.
the only one. This is the first
sample.
time I've fucking seen it, so it's
Yeah.
great.
Is it okay that I'm drinking out of it?
Yeah, I washed it
absolutely.
earlier.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. See, it's
Should've
good after
asked.
one wash.
By hand.
Hand wash.
Yeah. Hand wash it, please. You guys smoke cigarettes?
No.
No.
I don't fucking get it.
Never have. Never will. Never have
I tried
the
to.
desire
I tried to once.
It looks so cool, and like
It does look cool.
it looks so cool. It's the worst one. It's terrible.
Just put weed in it.
Who's smoking cigarettes? Grow up. Who's smoking cigarettes?
Yeah,
Do
I
you know
don't
people who still smoke
It's people
cigarettes?
addicted to cigarettes.
It's. I feel like nowadays it's weird when you like run across someone in public who's smoking outside of a Vegas casino
Yeah,
floor.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like Vegas, you're like, okay, yeah,
Yep.
people are smoking at the casino, but I can't think of another place where you run into that.
I mean, what's another way to de-stress without something illicit or that changes your ability to drive? I'm trying to think. Like,
well, there's like CBD. That stuff is
That's
like,
what I thought.
I just don't. Cigarettes are so expensive.
they also are nothing but poison.
Yeah, and they smell so bad.
I mean, I'm drinking like 2 different
Yes,
poisons.
Right.
No alcohol's
but,
poison.
Right, but what you're
caffeine,
doing is you're getting up and getting down and you're hydrating. I call it finding the middle.
and you're spinning
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
around.
As long as I just work in this pattern,
Yeah,
it all
it's like
cancels out.
brunch.
Yeah.
You know, you have your coffee, your mimosa, and a water.
Oh.
There you go.
It's just late brunch.
I feel like
It's just dinner.
I feel like cigarettes. I only see people smoke at like a party. People get drunk and they'll have like one cigarette. Like
Yeah.
I see that a lot. It's people who used to smoke. But outside of that, when I know someone and they smoke a cigarette, it's like, the fuck are you doing? And then, to me, what's worse is when people vape. That's just nicotine. What the fuck is that? That's insane.
It's just the addictive part.
That's
Crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, this part's just. What are you getting out of it? I mean, I'm just straight up addicted to this.
This particular chemical.
There's nothing else. Well, it kind of tastes like banana. What?
Eat a banana.
Like fucking.
I mean,
nuts.
if you could vape banana,
Uh-huh.
only banana,
Uh-huh.
and you got the flavor and you were filled with a banana, would you do it that
Like
way?
you'd get the calories and
It
you'd
would
get
just be like eating a
satiated.
banana.
Would I become addicted to smoking the banana?
No, the
eat-
banana.
Just eat it. I was looking at, my wife wanted to buy a car, so we were looking at used cars recently, and there's one car she really liked, and you can look, they'll put like all the features on it written down like on the sticker on the side. One of the features was smoker's package.
What the fuck does that mean?
And so I had to ask, I was like, hey, in this car that's here, this used car for sale, what's smoker's package? Like, oh, it comes with the cigarette lighter and a little like portable ashtray that you can like take out and dump out and put back in the car to
This
clean
car
it out
was made
easily.
in 1950.
Like,
Special deal.
Wow.
I was
I
like-
guess they still make cars with that, or do they? Or it's just
I think you have to get smoker's package. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you just get the power port. You don't get the actual cigarette lighter
Right.
anymore.
See, is this the same time you saw that? Was it the Bolt, Chevy Bolt?
Yeah,
Is that what-
yeah.
yeah. I was gonna say, does that have the smoker's package? Does
I mean, it will start smoking.
Yeah.
And we had the most awkward encounter with someone else, with another human being ever.
Uh-huh.
So we're gonna buy this car. My wife and I are sitting down at a table. There's the person who's like filling out all the paperwork across from us. It's a woman, and we're filling it all out. And she's like, she looks at me and says, "Is this car gonna be for you?" And I go, "Oh no!" And I point at my wife and I go, "It's gonna be for her." And she turns her attention from me to Esther and goes, "And she is," and I go, and I'm like,
My wife.
I don't know what to say. Like I don't know what she's asking. And the other woman goes, "Your daughter?"
Wow! Hey, way to go, Esther! Yeah!
And I was like, "No!"
Yeah, that's awesome.
Go
That's
Esther.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Esther looks
Or,
great.
sorry, guys.
It was like the end of Last Crusade. Like all my hair just started growing out, and I like desiccated into a
You should have just
skeleton.
said, yeah,
Yeah.
and
And then
laid
started
out.
making out with her. I thought the exact same thing. I don't know why. So fucked
I
up.
love you.
Daddy's special girl.
You earned this. Give me some of that. I was like, why was that her guess? What, like, sister? What, like, oh, my daughter?
Oh, no.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Yeah, good. Good for Esther.
I was destroyed.
Did she get like ID'd and stuff as well?
We went and pulled it, like we were just starting to sit down and like start the whole process and everything.
Holy shit.
And oh my god.
Oh, give Daddy some sugar.
I mean, to be fair, Esther, I think, could pass as early 30s. That still doesn't.
I think Esther looks great.
Oh man,
Sorry,
She
Gus.
looks wonderful. I just don't. I still think
I got
that
it
age
wet
gap
when
is-
I was 10.
Fuck, dude.
I hate that phrase.
Oh, that's so
Wipe
funny.
that from my memory
Yeah.
forever. Bleh. So did you get the smoker's package?
So yeah, we got the car with the smoker's package. Is the conclusion of that story.
Oh my God.
And Taddy was so proud.
I had to take it away. Like, that's not good for you.
You gotta get your grades up.
Ugh.
Best.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a hard cut back into the podcast right here.
Oh, fuck.
Anyway,
Dude, that's so awesome.
So that was fun. That was fun. That was
Oh my God.
what I got to go through.
Did she get the smoker's package or
Yeah,
no?
yeah.
Yeah.
I got, that's how I know exactly what the smoker's package has.
Who ashes their cigarettes inside of their car?
people who smoke in their car, which is probably
No, they fucking don't.
What do they do? Fling them out?
They ash them outside of their car.
I should bring it and show it to you. It looks like a Yeti kind of, but the top looks almost like a bottle opener. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Huh.
I don't understand the point of.
Is it to like hold? The
it must
cigarette?
be.
Like they could
You
put it in
there?
while you're if you need to use both hands.
When did
I think you'd put it in your mouth if you need to use both hands.
Dude, I don't know.
You would
It's a
think.
cigarette.
I don't.
You
know.
go.
I don't smoke. I don't know how.
See,
it
that's what I'm saying.
When did humanity decide that cigarette butts are a slightly lesser form of littering?
You can
To the point-
just-
like I've been with
Dude.
people where they'll have like a kebab and chips on the way home, and they'll like wrap it all up, put it in the bin, make it and then just like ping a cigarette butt on the floor. It's like,
Yeah.
what?
Do you think it's the size of the trash? Like if you could get a kebab wrapper down to the size of a cigarette butt, you could just put it wherever you want?
Oh, like if it's small, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. that'd be
Yeah.
great.
I mean, ultimately, they also like probably unravel the paper and like the shit goes everywhere. Eventually, it kind of like doesn't stay intact.
Right. It's
So
for birds.
people don't tend to notice them, and so they don't think like, oh, this will pile up.
But I think it's just so small. They just like out of sight, out of mind, throw
Right.
it away. But it's like
But it is you're
it's-
just tiny littering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does
What-
look fun to flick one though. I bet that's really
You
satisfying.
should do that in slow motion.
It's a thing in I think California. I think it's illegal to do that now because it just started so many
I,
wildfires.
I think it's illegal here too.
It started so many wildfires.
It should be illegal everywhere.
Well, it's
littering.
illegal to drive and be on your phone at the same time here also, but that
Right.
doesn't seem to stop
Doesn't stop
fucking
anybody.
You know,
I just put up an Instagram story. I was in the back of an Uber, just like looking at people. There was a line of people all on their phones while driving. It's like, is anyone?
Oh my
is
God.
anyone on looking at the road?
Driving with Gus has been a revelation because when I'm the second car, like if there's a car in front of me at a red light and the light turns green, I'll give it a beat because they're usually on their phone, and then I'll honk, and then they're on their way.
Mhm.
If that light goes green and that person does not move, Gus lays on the horn.
listen,
Get
I'm
the fuck
I'm
off
sick
your
of
phone.
it.
It's awesome.
To be fair,
Every light,
Yeah.
you have to sit there for an extra 5 seconds because someone's looking at their fucking phone. And I've been at the back of that line
Yep.
where they don't move, and you have to sit
And
through
no one
another
else is
cycle of the light.
honking
Right?
either.
And it's like,
And I go honk at
lays
them.
Why
on the
don't-
horn.
Why don't the lights honk? they
Could you
That's
honk,
the
imagine?
title.
They
That
honk
would
at
be
pedestrians
insane.
on the crossing. Beep, 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 beep.
We need that's a shirt.
Why don't the lights honk?
I'm just imagining a picture of traffic lights as ducks.
Could you imagine living in a downtown city area above some lights and it just goes?
I mean, you're getting that now. If Gus is in the intersection.
Beep beep.
Yeah.
Why is it my fault? It's their fault for looking
It's
at their
their fault.
phones.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like that would be a great feature, and people would move a lot sooner.
Yeah.
But we shouldn't need it.
We shouldn't.
It
need
would make the world worse.
You should be required to literally like put your phone into a closed compartment when you drive.
They should make.
Other than if you need a GPS, there may be some way around.
There should be
that.
some
can
sort of
mount it and
system
lock
that,
it in.
that just beeps inside your car. If you know you're someone who's not looking at the road, you
Yeah.
should just be able to turn on a thing.
My
where it
car,
just
my
goes,
car does that. When the light turns green, it goes boom.
I'm right between.
Are you
guys.
serious?
Mhm.
Are you
I don't
shitting
go
me?
right away,
No,
but I don't
that's yours.
wait.
It lets you know. I always look, so I don't need it, but it will beep when the,
All right,
when the
that's
light
really
turns
cool.
green.
I understand it. Barbara said I'm in between because
I'm right in between you.
it,
guys.
it doesn't go right away, but also isn't like on the phone and waiting.
Mhm.
And I understand that because in Austin, everyone runs red lights more than any place
Dude.
I've ever been in my fucking life. In my life,
Well,
I've never
the
seen
red
people
light
run red.
means that one more car can go
That's,
through.
that's the craziest. At 45 miles an hour, they will just go.
Yeah.
The other day, yesterday, I was at a light that had I reviewed the dash cam footage. It had been red for the oncoming side for 15 seconds.
Jeez.
And someone came through without pausing at like 45 miles an hour and went straight through it.
Holy shit.
They must have been looking down at their phone and
Oh
not
my
realize they were running a red
God.
light. It was
Yeah.
at Burnett and 45th. They were down southbound on Burnett and went right through 45th, which is a pretty busy fucking street.
Yeah. No, that's a very busy street.
And like they went through like a second before I got there. I was like, shit, if I had just gone through that intersection a second earlier, they would have T-boned me like at 45 miles an hour.
That long of a wait. Like, it's one thing if it just turned red and someone like tries to sneak in through. That happens all the time here. But like at that point, you're just straight up not paying attention.
Yeah, I could see he was looking down as he went through the light.
That makes me very angry.
See, a roundabout, if you look down, you just get air just go over the top.
I've seen those videos. They're fucking cool.
I mean, you've been in the roundabouts around here, and you've seen how people drive in them, right? Like, that's...
Yeah, the solution, obviously, to all of this is put roundabouts instead of
four-way
stops
stops
everywhere.
Absolutely.
But based on the roundabout usage I've seen...
Yeah.
Well, it's also not a very well-designed roundabout. I
think it's fine. I like that roundabout.
I'm a big fan of people stopping in the roundabout to wave other people on.
Dude.
Your turn, sir. We're all gonna die, I see.
My favorite is when someone fucks up, nearly hits me, I honk at them and they flip me off.
Yeah.
It's like, this is your fault.
Yep.
You almost caused a crash.
I feel like that happens to you a lot.
It
Just
does.
in general.
What do you
You saw it happen the other day.
Oh yeah, it's incredible. When we go to when we have Anma and we just drive somewhere, it's always just like, well, this is precarious. I guess we'll see what happens this time. It's like going to do stuff for Face Jam, where it's just like, we might get in an accident. I don't know.
I mean, there's your supplemental. Just stop doing the drives. Just dash cam the drives and have a chat.
I feel like I'm a safe driver. Like,
You are.
I don't do anything.
You're a great
I don't
driver.
do anything dangerous. And like,
You're a very safe driver.
I'm constantly nearly getting hit. People flipping me off for not doing dangerous
Do you
stuff.
think it's something about your face that people want to flip off first and then ask questions later?
I'm chomping at the fucking bit. I want to flip them off so bad.
I had something fall off my car on the highway this weekend.
No way.
Was it Trevor?
I don't know what. You would have heard about that. Something fall off my car as if he wasn't in the first place. Just hanging on to the bottom. No, so a few weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago, we had to film something very far out there, like in a quarry. And like driving out there, it's very bumpy. And I think maybe something came loose from the bottom of my car from driving out there. And so I would get up to like maybe 40 miles an hour and I would hear, and I'm like, something's fucking scraping. I don't know what it is. But then I would slow down and it would stop.
Yeah.
And then it wouldn't happen again until I got really fast. And I was like, is that something with my engine? I don't know what the fuck is happening. And I'm with Trevor and we're driving down the highway and that sound starts happening again. And it gets louder this time. And he's like, something's probably hanging off your car.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what it was. And then all of a sudden I hear thunk, and like it just stops, but something clearly fell off the bottom of my car. I don't know what it was.
There's like a shield on the bottom of most cars to stop rocks and stuff from going up.
Yep.
What's probably happened is the bolts up front got loose, and when you got enough speed, air would get under there and force it down, and it would drag. And over time, it just eventually
the whole shield
weakened
probably is
all
off?
of it. And
Did you see anything in the mirror come?
No, but we were on the highway, so it's like, and it was at night, so it's hard to see anything.
You weren't going to see anything.
And so the next day we were on the same highway, and he's like, "Should we see if there's anything on the side of the road?"
Thing's gone.
Nothing.
I had to fix that for my wife on her car, which is totaled now. But like, I just use zip ties.
Yeah,
fucking worked. Who needs bolts, baby? Get them out of here.
Zip ties, you're good for
a
little while.
Yeah, you want a 2-month bolt.
Yeah, until that car was toast.
Oh yeah. Who cares now?
Yeah, now it's good. When you're driving, do you flip people off or do you
thumbs down?
Nice. Okay, so this is what I was gonna say.
Shake your head like you're disappointing.
This has been.
I like doing this too. Point you.
Yeah.
I saw one on TikTok that I'll never do because I'll probably get shot.
Nice.
No.
Is that Tiny Dick?
Tiny Dick. Yeah.
Have you ever gone for one of these?
That's what
I like.
My
that
friend.
one.
I was about to say. My friend Brian. That's what he does when we're driving.
No.
Yep. When we're driving, he'll drive. Somebody will do something, and he just goes.
Like naughty.
It's not a whole wag. It's just the finger. And I can't think of something where if somebody did that to me, I would be so fucking mad.
Dude.
I would be.
Maybe don't do it here.
Like
then.
getting out of my car going, son of a bitch! Ah!
Can you do like the shame, like rubbing your fingers
Yeah.
together?
I just love. He'll just give him a look and. He's like, it makes me feel like I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
I feel like knowing Brian too. That's so on brand.
And Brian's like,
Brian's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
funny.
So
He's this
funny.
like this 6 foot tall, 200 pound like Lebanese guy with the long hair and this beard, and he's just. It's fucking great. I think it's so
I haven't
good.
seen Brian in a long time.
Yeah.
I always used to flip off the police in England, but just below the window.
Nice. Okay.
Did you let the tip come up a little bit?
No, completely invisible.
American flip off, not the British.
That's what I was going to ask.
I think I went for this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
Because this, you know.
yeah, America, this one.
America number 1,
Just the
UK
middle.
number 2.
British. Got it. Australia? What do they do?
I think they also do this.
They do the same as the
two-finger,
British.
Right?
They do
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Well, that's
Why?
upside down, though.
What?
Haha.
Oh, man, you could have just run with that. Yeah, for Australia.
Yeah, run with it.
Yeah.
So they do this also?
I think so.
Why?
They're from
Why that? What do you mean?
far enough back. They're
I'm
British
just,
too.
but I'm just saying, like, they're a different continent. Like, they can just
Oh.
do,
This
like, they
seems
have, like,
more
their own thing.
menacing.
But they're us.
No, they're like the worst of you. So, like, they would come up with something
No,
different.
I think the worst of them is us. I think that's the way it works. The worst of them is us, and then the remaining worst went over there.
Who displaced more people?
It just seems like they would come up with, like, their own special thing. It just seems like an Australia thing would come up with, like,
You could get them working on it.
I just feel like they would have done it by now if they were going to do it.
Someone in chat said, "Isn't Japan the pinky finger?"
I don't
Let's
know.
start. And I don't think this.
Maybe I haven't heard of that one.
Hey, Cole, check it out.
COLE. This is for you.
See you at home, bitch. Oh yeah,
Uh,
cool. It's in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I had something unusual. Another unusual thing happened to me last week. I was gonna go for a flight. You know, I do pilot shit. And like right before I took off from Austin Bergstrom, I found out that another pilot who had just gotten her license had just crashed in Fredericksburg, and she survived. She was unhurt. She was okay.
Oh my god, good.
Wow.
And I was like, oh shit, that sucks. And I was talking with like someone she knew who was here in Austin. I was like, does she need someone to go get her?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go fly. So I flew out to Fredericksburg and picked
Oh, wow,
her up.
you picked
Did
her
you
up.
and brought her
really?
back to
Oh, my
Austin.
God.
What happened to her plane?
It
Ben.
yeah, it hit the ground.
That's the opposite of where a plane should be.
She was
Bullet.
she was coming into land, and I think she said the wind shifted on her. She tried to go around and lost lift and just like hit the runway.
Oh dear.
Yeah, totaled the plane. But she was I was like
Oh.
looking at the plane. I was like, I can't believe she was totally unhurt.
I'm glad that she is. Yeah.
Do you think you felt extra pressure not to crash, bringing her
Oh,
back?
absolutely. I was
Yeah.
like,
Or to pick her up in the first place.
You never want to be on 2 plane crashes in the same day.
You might be bad luck. Myself and Jordan have tried to fly with Gus twice now. Both times, terrible weather. Couldn't
well,
do
no,
it.
the first time was not terrible weather.
What was the first
The
time?
first time,
Gus didn't want to.
they replaced the engine in the plane.
Oh, that's right. That's right. And
It was supposed to be back from maintenance by then, but it took them longer to replace the engine.
it's like, all right. So the second time we got out there, so the first time we didn't even go.
Yeah.
The second time we got out there, walking onto the tarmac of an airport to small planes that like are just there and you're going to get into one to fly feels like it should be more like special. And it's not at all, and nobody gives a fuck, and nobody is looking at you, and they don't give a fuck that you're there and you're gonna fly in a plane. No one gives
What
a
do
shit.
you think should be happening?
I don't know
It's 'cause
anything.
You don't go through security or like
You don't-
You go past. You walk in the door. You go past the counter. You go, hey,
Gus
and then you
is
walk
like-
out a sliding door.
We're walking through like this lobby thing
You
to
don't
get
have to
onto
show
the
anyone
tarmac. Oh,
anything?
No.
Gus like knows people and is going, "What's up? Hey."
But does a normal person have to show people? Like, I feel like anyone being able to walk in there and grab
No,
a
yeah, I
plane.
mean-
Oh, I think that if Gus didn't know these people, it would have been like, oh, here's the paperwork, we have this thing, or
Right.
whatever.
Okay.
We went through, Gus is just like, what's up? Oh, and
to
then
see,
we're
like,
like on the
charismatic
tarmac,
Gus.
and all of a sudden we walk outside and we're just on the tarmac, and there's a plane, and there's a helicopter, and here's 6 planes over here, and it's like, what the fuck? There are these huge, huge
It's like,
bays.
it's like GTA.
That
That's
is
what I'm thinking of.
exactly how it felt.
But you didn't get 4 stars going in there.
None. Zero. Imagine going into the airport in GTA and they just go, that's fine. It's crazy. They're like these
That's what
huge
happens after
hangars.
you buy the airport, though.
I didn't have to buy the airport. I showed up like this.
You could buy the airport in
You can
GTA.
buy a hangar,
Yeah.
and then
Oh.
and then you can go in without getting police.
The hangars are huge, filled with very expensive planes.
Oh, yeah.
And people doing work on the very expensive planes. And we're just going to like these little
I think we walked around one.
Yep.
And I pointed out, I was like, hey, be careful walking around this wing. It's got these tiny little things that stick off of it. And if you break one, it's thousands of dollars. So don't get too close to the wing. Just walk wide around this part.
It was just me and Jordan going,
So how many seats does a plane need to have before you go through security?
You can, at that point, like where we went through,
yeah.
they
Good
have
question.
like private 737s. Like you can have like
they
big
had
planes.
huge planes out there.
The other week I saw
I think as long as it's like a private one and
Right.
not a commercial.
right. I saw one of the NBA teams that came in to play the Spurs
oh, really?
land and get off of a charter Delta flight there. So I mean, it could be like any normal plane as long as it's chartered and not.
The Portland
That rules.
Trailblazers.
I think it was. I think it was the
Wow.
Timberwolves.
Yeah. Equally not good. It's crazy. And then we got there and did all the check stuff on the plane.
It was way too windy.
It was so fucking windy, and all I just kept thinking was, there ain't no way we're taking off in this shit. There ain't no
Were you
fucking
relieved a
way.
little bit?
Yeah, it was.
it would've been dangerous.
It was so windy. It was
Yeah.
insane. I really want to fly. I really, really, really want to go
We'll figure
up.
it out.
It is a toss up between I have to like tell my wife that I'm going to do it, but I have to like not make a big deal about it. And then also I don't know if I should tell her before or after because she's very worried I'm going to just die.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
It's a normal feeling to have for
do
a
I-
loved one.
it's not.
Well, because who's
It's
going to
definitely
zip tie her car back?
It's,
Right.
it's,
or bathe her.
she's like,
I say that because she has a broken
Yeah.
wrist.
I
Not
got it.
because
who will bathe me?
not because
Do not die.
anyone bathes each other. No, that's my relationship. Just kidding.
But it's like this walk of like, I'm going to fly with Gus.
Very normal
Don't
thing.
make eye contact.
Yeah,
Don't make eye
Yeah,
contact.
and then scurry off to another room. And but then it's like, do I tell you after? She's like, text me when you land. And then I was just texting her going, we're not taking off. And then her going, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So how much of the flight are you very much concentrate on what you're doing? Or can you like have a chat while you're up there?
You can have like you couldn't have like a deep conversation, but you know once you're at like cruising, you could have a chat. No big
You
deal.
can do like Anma in the air.
Yeah, I probably could.
Ernma.
Now we're thinking,
Make a
I
mug
guess.
for it.
Anarchy
Now
in the
we're
air.
thinking. Now that's anarchy, baby. Could that be your slogan?
Now that's anarchy,
Now
baby.
that's anarchy.
Now that's what I call anarchy.
Yes.
It would be the most audio texture episode of
Yeah.
Anma.
It's so fucking.
Airport me anything.
It's so fucking loud.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it would sound cool, like
No, it wouldn't.
pilot talk.
Yeah.
Could you imagine listening to a podcast that was just pilots? Like, just like that sound?
I mean, I watch a YouTube channel that's pretty much just air traffic control.
I feel like you could also maybe do like a little bit before you go on the plane. Like I don't know if there's like
Yeah, like in one of the hangars. or
places
something.
to like
yeah.
hang out, and then like going into the plane. Maybe like you record while you're already in there. I don't know, and then like again when you're done.
I'm going to stick to the free cup of coffee. Yeah, I don't need to record the plane ride. That would make me nervous to be like, the black box survived, and so did their Zoom recorder.
Turns out this was a black box sound recording.
The speaking of plane stuff, the FAA is going to open applications for air traffic controllers in a couple weeks from May 5th to 8th. I posted about it from the Black Box Down Twitter account. Go to Black Box Down Pod on Twitter if you want to read about it and see the link. It's a great opportunity if you're interested in that stuff at all. To pursue that as a career. You don't need a college degree. You can earn six figures. You can earn you can earn a lot of money going through that.
If you were ever a producer for a podcast about plane crashes, you can absolutely be an air traffic controller.
The only big asterisk on it is you have to be under 30 years old to apply.
Young man's game.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's I assume there's like courses and studying.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
like, of stuff you have to pass before even.
Yeah,
Do
they
make you retire if you get too old?
Yeah, it's forced retirement.
At 30?
56, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
So they want you in for a good amount.
They
of
want to
time.
get you in as young as they can so they can hold on to you for as long as they can and then kick you out. Dennis, who used to produce Black Box Down, is air traffic controller.
Yeah.
Did all the courses and all that. We saw him not too long ago and asked him how it was and everything. And he's like, I'm learning this, I'm learning that. There's a lot.
That's why I'm making it a point to emphasize they are opening applications. You can apply and do this.
Yeah.
It's doable. If you like this stuff, absolutely.
Today I learned Dennis is under 30.
Yeah.
He just like is a very responsible, mature dude. I always thought he was like maybe 31, 32.
No, he's a younger guy,
boy.
and he was excited to do this. So Black Box Down was something he worked really, really hard on. And it was very cool to see him go from like this thing to like, I think I'm going to do air traffic control school. And it's like, no fucking way. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's so cool. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Didn't you guys announce something for Black Box Down?
Yeah, we're sunsetting the show. We're ending it. Our last episode's going to be the end of June.
What's the last flight called? Like a maiden voyage or like what? No, that's the first.
That's the first one.
Yeah. But is there like a thing for like martini?
Well, that's usually the second last.
Second to last, right? But
Yeah.
it's like you should call that last episode
Like
that.
flying into the sunset. or
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
something.
Your martini episode.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
Good. There's there's a bunch of episodes that we've done. There's a bunch more episodes we could do, but I felt like looking at our sheet, we have like this huge sheet with all these different incidents we could cover. It was like, we're going to start repeating stuff.
Yeah.
Like not the same episode again, but like, oh, this incident is very similar to one we already did. Like, are we just like at that point double dipping? And there are still a handful more that we could do that I think are interesting and compelling, but it was like, you know what? Let's call it while it's still like doing well, while we're still all like really excited about it. Let's not get to the point where we're like, oh, I guess we'll do this one. Or,
Yeah.
Do you think you'll miss it?
oh, absolutely. I will 100% miss it.
But
Oh, it's a
you're
shame.
It's
also
been so much fun.
going to be doing something else too
Yeah.
that you're working on, which is we're allowed to say what it is or like what kind of media.
All I've said is it's, there's another podcast. I'm
Podcast,
trying to like spin up and get started working on.
Helicopter crashes.
How'd you know?
See, that's what we should do for Fuckface. We should just end it.
You wanna?
This episode of the Rooster Teeth Podcast is brought to you by Shady Rays. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered for the warm weather ahead with premium polarized shades at an affordable price. In case you don't already know, Shady Rays is an independent sunglasses company that offers a world-class product that's just as good as any expensive pair I've ever worn. Their frames are durable and extremely clear, making them great for outdoor adventures. Personally, I got Black Timber polarized glasses for myself. They were absolutely great. Put them in my bag. Always got them when I'm on the go when I need some sunglasses. They work great. We've got super bright, intense sun here, so I never feel like I'm overwhelmed whenever I've got my Shady Rays with me. Plus, Shady Rays offers the most insane protection in all of eyewear. Every pair of sunglasses is backed by lost and broken replacements. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they'll send you a brand new pair, no questions asked. If you don't love your Shady Rays, you can exchange for a new pair or return for free within 30 days. Every purchase supports the Shady Rays Impact Program, which works directly with nonprofits and their communities to empower and make adventure accessible for all walks of life. From childhood cancer patients to young adults with serious health conditions, Shady Rays is making a lasting impact on their lives through sunglasses. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is going to give out their best deal of the season. Go to shadyrays.com. Use code ROOSTERTEETH for 50% off 2 or more pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people. Again, that's shadyrays.com. Code ROOSTERTEETH.
Be like, we had fun.
You just fuckface yourself out of the show.
We saw Gus do it, and we went, that seems pretty cool. And then we just stopped doing it.
I'll be honest. We've done 150
Yeah.
episodes.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do without it.
Jeff,
I don't want to stop making that.
we've recorded out quite a few episodes just with some people being in and out of the office, some time that we won't have over like the next few weeks and everything. So we've like really gotten ahead on a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff came into this last recording and he's like, I have 16 things that we can talk about. We got to, I think, 1.5 of them. This is a show that I never fucking worry about because at the start of it, I go, what's the sneakiest animal? Just as a pre-show talk. And it is a 40-minute thing.
Yeah, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
I love icebreaker questions like that.
It's
that just
nuts.
We had an inadvertent icebreaker before we came in here today. You had to
did?
leave for a little while.
yeah.
But Eric and I were in the office over here talking. I think we need to destigmatize wearing Velcro shoes.
Okay.
Is it stigmatized?
Yeah, I feel like people judge you when you wear Velcro shoes.
It's like
Excuse
kiddie
me,
shit
can-
before
Right.
they could-
Camera on me. If Gus suddenly came into the office and was wearing Velcro shoes and you noticed,
Yeah.
you think you wouldn't say anything about him.
I would say sweet kicks.
I recently found a video. This is like something that would never happen now. It was me, Jeff, and Jordan Swears playing frisbee in a park.
What the
What?
fuck? Is a video from an alternate dimension?
Like actually playing ultimate frisbee?
No, we had like one of those ring things. We were just tossing it
okay.
around,
Okay.
and it was just like a Sunday. We were just hanging out. Yeah, and I got the frisbee stuck in a tree, and the video is me trying to get it down with my shoes, and I noticed that they were Velcro.
Oh,
So I used to
Were
wear
they
Velcro
really?
shoes. Yeah.
Oh my
and,
God.
yeah, and then I got my shoe stuck in the tree.
Yeah.
that's very on brand.
Was that from the Velcro?
Yeah, did the
I think the
Velcro.
Velcro was like, tangled up. So Jeff had to throw his shoe.
Oh my God.
Oh, wow.
So that's how everyone's shoes ended up in the tree.
Yeah.
But I was telling Eric, I feel like my desire to wear Velcro shoes is a holdover because when I was a little kid, it took me a long time to learn how to tie shoelaces.
Oh.
And so I wanted to keep wearing Velcro shoes. So now it's like, I'm an adult and like, it's just so much more convenient. Why can't I just wear a Velcro shoe?
Dude, I'm going to find you the sweetest.
I want some Velcro shoes.
I definitely
Hell yeah.
remember sort of a graduation feeling when I came off my Sika trainers into a pair of laced
You have
trainers.
a way better memory than I do. I'm like, I don't know. At some point, I went to laces. I don't know.
Do you not remember have like 2 strips of Velcro, and sometimes to be a little bit naughty, you would like swap them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
thing.
did. I
They
did
would
do
X
that.
over.
A little bit naughty.
I think I was. I
I'll
was
be
like,
honest. People don't know this yet. That's some classic Errol stuff.
Errol? What the fuck is that?
That's tomorrow's episode.
I think I was like 8 or 9 before I started tying my shoelaces. I don't know what age is normal, but I felt like it was all the other kids were wearing laced shoes,
Uh-huh.
and I still had Velcro ones, and I was getting self-conscious about it. And you know what? I don't care anymore. I want Velcro shoes.
Hell yeah. We'll find you some Velcro shoes. I
No
feel like
need.
they'll come back into trend.
I'm
Are they
gonna
back?
start
They're
it.
back, are they? What? Just ask the same
I just heard
question.
you say, they're back. Aren't they back? Aren't they?
He hasn't really drank much of that beer either.
yeah.
As your name's inspired.
Too much of that one.
Yeah. Gotta
Now
find the middle.
Go back down.
I think if you started wearing Velcro shoes, I think Jordan Levin would see them and go,
Do we need to pay you more?
just a stop you in the hall, not even like put a hand, just look and go,
I'm looking at Velcro shoes right now.
oh boy. Are
can't
they
stop
all
me.
are they all Skechers?
A lot of them.
Yeah.
So- I got some Vans, old school.
Ooh.
Three Velcros on them.
Yeah, you can do the one where it's like a high top Velcro, right?
Look at that.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
That's pretty fucking cool.
No, it's not.
I don't know how I would cross those.
It's
though.
old school with the SKOOL.
You could do the one in the
Whoa.
middle,
And that's cool with a
sort
K
of like
too.
you do it like up, and then like the one at the top down, and the one at the bottom into like the middle, and you just kind of crisscrossy.
I'm gonna need a diagram.
Yeah, it's tough.
You are.
Tyler sent me something. It's this product you can buy to convert shoelace shoes to Velcro shoes.
That's the future.
I'm
like-
buying this.
Do you like thread them through the lace
Let
hole?
me see.
God, oh my God! It just makes them. Oh no,
That's so
That
funny.
is, I'm doing it.
Then you don't have to buy new shoes.
Gus,
just have to
you
buy that.
told me when we had this conversation that you haven't tied your shoes in like 3 years.
It's probably been longer since I tied my shoes. I just slip them on and off.
Well, the shoelaces are great. I just
This will be
came.
more inconvenient. Sorry.
I came off laces and Velcro.
You just
You're
have
just,
you just
you're
have to
just
slip.
slipping.
Elastic, baby.
Oh, nice. Way to go.
Oh.
But that was only because my cats were like eating my shoelaces.
Yeah, I have a lot of shoes that have zippers on it, like boots and stuff like that. But I wear a lot of Converse, which you can't get away from lacing up and down
Mm-hmm.
unless you have.
You can buy some
No.
Velcro adapters for it.
And that would look cool.
Can I adapt my elastic to Velcro?
I don't think.
Probably.
You could put them on there, but I don't
They
think it
have
would
the
do any
lace
good.
holes, right?
No. Yes, they have lace holes.
Yeah, you did remember.
Let me check.
Yes.
How's Always Open going?
Oh, dude, really good.
Do y'all have Velcro shoes on there?
I don't know. We get filmed from the waist up. But Mariel actually was on this week's episode.
Oh, really?
That just came out. It came out
Yeah.
today for first members. It's tomorrow publicly.
Cool.
We had Mariel and Hannah McCarthy
Nice.
on together, and it was just like, man, I really miss Mariel.
Classics,
and,
baby.
and Hannah, of course.
Yeah.
But,
Do you never see her outside of work?
Not very often. No. And it sucks because I think like I'm such a lazy friend sometimes.
I feel that.
And
get it.
if other friends are also lazy friends, then we just end up not seeing each other.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And it's not like a bad thing. It's just I think
Yeah.
what happens in adult friendships and people
Yeah.
working at different places and
I
living in
definitely-
different places.
I've definitely
Jeff
tried
started
to...
a podcast to talk to me.
That's
Can
absolutely
you
true.
see your water glass? It's you shouldn't drink from this. It's broken up here. There's like a chip missing. You're gonna cut yourself on it.
Thank
shit.
you. Thanks, Gus. I thought you
Yeah,
were
I-
gonna say I shouldn't drink it from it because it has
Yeah.
the old logo on it.
I've definitely tried to...
Get a marker right now.
It's garbage. Throw
I'm
it away.
supporting it.
I tried to actively not be a lazy friend because I've definitely become a lazy friend.
Yeah.
And so I've been trying to be more sociable.
hmm
man, am I hungover a lot. I can't do it anymore.
Who are you going out with?
Yeah, you know, people.
Oh, I thought you were gonna mention what happened this weekend, where so Interstellar was playing at the IMAX cinema here in Austin, and apparently Gavin told Wes about it.
Yeah. No, Wes told me about it.
Okay, Wes told Gavin about it. And it's like, we're gonna go at this time, and then I guess we all got tickets to this 8 o'clock showing. Trevor and I come to the theater. We're a little early, and Meg's standing outside, and I'm like, hey, and I start talking. And she was like, yeah, we just got out of Interstellar.
What?
And I'm like, what? So Gavin and Meg went to see the earlier screening, and then there was like 12 of us.
Well, the
coming
thing is
to the
that
8
I know a
o'clock.
lot of people who like that movie, so I invited all the people who I thought would see that movie, and then I didn't go with them. So like I invited like Jessica Basami and BK, and I was like, enjoy, I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't realize that I also had to go to a show that was on at the same time as the 8 p.m. But I genuinely wanted to see Interstellar again in IMAX, so I just went at 4 instead of 8.
Yeah.
And I just
we still got
saw
to see
people.
you. Like, we saw you before the movie.
Yeah, I was leaving, and I really need to piss, and then I saw everyone. I was like,
Fucking crazy.
I've already seen it.
Yeah.
Speaking of seeing people this weekend, did you have dinner with Jeff last night?
I did. How do you know that?
Are you feeling ill at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Is he?
Narrowing it down.
Interesting.
Well, it's also like we went to a place where you cook your own meat.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Very aware. Had an Anma supplemental recording with Jeff today.
Oh no, what happened?
Don't know.
Oh, you mean you were supposed to and you didn't?
Oh no, we definitely did it. It was
His tummy had a boo-boo.
yeah.
Was he in the bathroom for a lot of it?
Yes.
Did you record the episode in the bathroom?
We recorded Anma supplementals in between trips to the bathroom where he is he's holding the microphone. I know the feeling of nausea when your eyes are closed, you're slumped down, and you're just like hitting your head on something to go
Only that
anything that can be. So we talked about, and this is all in this Anma supplemental, trying to narrow down what he ate that made him sick. And he's like, oh, I went to dinner at Dip Dip Dip.
Dip, dip, dip.
And I'm like,
Oh,
oh,
the place is usually really good.
right. So here's the thing. Could have been that. Oh. He's like, oh, but I also ate lunch out. And I went, oh, okay. So then we talked about where he ate lunch. He's like, oh, also, I ate out for breakfast. What? Yeah, and the day before I ate McDonald's twice.
Yeah, probably all of those
What
things.
a lot of rolls
Hey.
of the dice.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I don't think it was one fucking thing.
Yeah.
I think what you've done is what we call stacking, and you have stacked hell on hell.
No, it's called snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe his body was like, look, if I process all this, you're gonna get gout
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So
Let's get this out of here.
We would.
Yeah, my theory would just be that he didn't cook a piece of his meat.
I don't
thoroughly
think
enough.
it was the meat. I think that it was a weekend-long indulgence that he just fought.
Yeah.
That he just had a fight with. We did this. Me and Brian have a friend, Andrew. He was my mechanic, barber, and masseuse.
He also does the artwork for Stinky Dragon.
Different Andrew.
Never mind.
Yep.
Oh, right. Different Andrew.
Hockenberry. That's
Yep.
the one where he had the bacon wrap jalapeno. He said, I hate these. I'll eat the whole thing. And then he ate the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's a maniac.
Different Andrew.
Yeah. He would do it that he's like, I just call this stacking. And he would just eat and drink everything relentlessly for like a day. And it would make him like the indulgence would be like so worth it. But it would like just fuck him up. Like his insides. You just talk to him the next day and he's like, I'm fucked. I'm fucked.
Then why?
Because the indulgence to him, I think, is so worth it that he's like,
Spread it out.
he's like, I'll wake up and I don't think he wants to. I think he wants to get it all done in a day. He's a very like,
If I'm gonna eat bad, I'll eat bad.
it's
a lot.
gonna be like as much as I can all the time right now, but then he's very strict outside of that. And so he'll be like, I wake up and I have a whole pot of coffee, and then I go eat breakfast and I have more coffee, and then I'll go to lunch right afterward and I'll just like eat all this, and it's just boom.
But it's
boom,
only, like,
boom,
one
boom,
day
boom,
that he
boom.
does
Yeah,
that.
and it's just like, I don't think I could live that way.
no,
No.
that's brutal.
And
I
then
mean,
it's
like,
like, I'll see him for like dinner and he's like, oh, here's what I ate all day. And then it's like, we're eating a whole pizza. And he's like, yeah. It's like, oh,
Perfect.
that's,
It's like
that's
that, like
fucking
that day I took
scary.
you to Home Slice.
Oh my God. Yeah, that was fucked.
That's too much.
Yeah.
Oh.
I had an incredibly frustrating phone call earlier today.
Okay.
I'm sitting at my desk over here, and my phone rang, and it was my doctor's office. I was like, oh, I guess I should answer this. I had put I used their online portal, and I had put in an appointment request, to get an annual checkup and whatever. So again, my phone rings to my doctor's office. I pick it up. I'm like, hello. They're like, hi, this is the doctor office. Can you hold? I was like, okay.
What the fuck?
They put me on hold. I'm like, why did they call me if they weren't ready to talk to me? They put me on hold for 5 or 6 minutes.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, hang the fuck up.
And then eventually,
are you kidding me?
Eventually, I was like, normally I would have hung up. I was like, I want to see where this goes. They come back on the line and they're like, hello, yes, is this Miss whatever, Miss Boysenberry or whatever? I don't know. And I was like, no, this is Gustavo Sorolla. She's like, oh, I needed to talk to you. We need to reschedule your appointment on the date for instead of this day on this day at this time. Like, oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. She's like, okay, great. Now, what were you calling for? I was like,
fuck off!
And I was like, you called me. She's like, oh, I did? Okay. Well, that's it. That's all I wanted then. I was like, okay, bye. Hang up. Then 3 minutes later, my phone rings again. It's the doctor's office again. And I pick it up like, hello. She's like, don't kill me. We can't do the day I told you we could do the appointment on. We need to reschedule again.
I like how she goes, don't kill me.
I'm little.
Yeah.
And that's
I need an oopsie.
and that's a doctor's office?
Yes.
You shouldn't go there.
Now,
I've never had an experience like that there. They're
At least
always
she's
great.
not the doctor.
I bet they're great with prescriptions and shit.
I talked to my wife about this weekend. She used to work in medical billing. She did that for a long time. And so she's very good at insurance and when you have a problem with
yeah, she helped me with a whole shit thing I was going through
a lot
few
of
years
this
ago.
medical billing stuff. She just knows the ins and outs. And I don't know anyone else who knows that stuff. So I feel very lucky. I'm very, very lucky. We were talking about just doctor's offices kind of in general. And she's like, the front office isn't necessarily indicative of what the doctor is capable of and what the doctor can do. Sometimes you have to suffer the blows of a bad front office to get the doctor that you want, but nothing is worse than that bad front office. Mm-hmm. It is just it just makes you go what the fuck am I even doing?
They handle everything, right?
Because they will misbill stuff. They'll put it under the wrong code. And then she's like, I have to call and go, this isn't this thing. It's this other thing. And they go, no. Oh yeah, you're right. And it's it's the fucking craziest shit.
You're redoing someone's job for them.
Yeah. And it's she's like, I really like my doctor, but this stuff happens. And you kind of have to that's just the system that we're in.
Yeah.
The end. It's just that fucking. So when it's
I know firsthand how awfully shitty it could be.
Yep. So, but it's good because at least the system's bad, but it's also expensive. So it's pretty great. I'm a big fan.
The best of every world.
Blue Cross Blue Shield used to be a nonprofit or not-for-profit organization?
Oh, I don't know.
It might be. Yeah, I think it might have been. Yeah. Now it's by state and stuff. It's very weird. Were the wait times long in England? You're I need to go to the doctor.
Stuff?
Yeah. Is it's the National Health Service and you'd be
I never really had to have any serious appointments.
Didn't you have a stroke?
I didn't go to the doctor for that. That's true. When I had my my nut,
what the fuck just happened?
When my nut exploded, that was emergency.
that
so
was
I
a
was
different one.
just into the A&E and
ER.
True.
What's A&E?
Accident emergency.
Oh man, I wanted
Arts
to
and
guess.
Entertainment.
I went to a A&E when I was in London for RTX London one time.
Yeah?
Because I was
oh, I forgot about
super
that.
sick.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you eat McDonald's twice in a day?
But it was British McDonald's.
Oh, no.
No,
It was COVID-17.
Oh, no.
It was a precursor.
It was during RTX London. I had to miss the VIP event that was that night, and I felt awful.
That was a fun event too.
It was a very
Speaking of RTX, July 7th through 9th, rtxaustin.com to get your tickets. Come on out and see us at some kind of event, etc. Yes. Wes has been what are the things? And I had to tell Jeff today, for the Fuckface Museum, we have to stop saying in episodes, oh, we should add this. We can't. We have to stop saying we should add this thing.
Rocks or not rocks?
What do you mean we can't add it? Just stick it on a apple box. Put it in the middle. What do you mean? Shove it in there.
It's gonna look like shit.
That's kind of the point.
What's the name of our podcast?
But the museum looks good. I've seen the layout and the plan for the museum. It looks good.
But it shouldn't.
No, it should. The museum should look good because
so
that's
we can't add anything else in.
We can.
I haven't given you anything yet.
Jeff has. He put in the list. Oh, interesting. Jeff put the list and he said, "Hey, here's what we should be working on." And he put it in the Fuckface Slack, and I guess somebody didn't reply. I don't know. Fucking weeks ago at this point.
I'm saying I physically haven't given my items.
Huh?
We still have time.
We can get the items.
You still have
if we
time.
know what items are. But when we're going, ooh, here's an insane thing we should add based on a whim on an episode, we have to stop doing that.
We got the Thrice to Meet You. We've got Dead Errol.
Yes.
They have to worry about getting all this stuff for RTX. All you have to worry about is getting a badge.
Yeah.
RTXaustin.com.
Yeah, this is why I'm so excited for the Rat and Grackle for Face Jam, because I don't have to do fucking shit. Come and hang out.
We got to playtest the escape room that Red Web is doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that the thing? It's like
It's like across the street.
across the street, right?
Yeah, like literally you walk out the door of the convention center and it's right there.
That's
like,
so fucking cool.
It's not actually across a whole street.
Yeah.
It's just right there.
Did we do an escape room in 2019?
We did, yes. It was either 2018 or 2019.
It was on like the second floor or
Yeah.
something,
It
It
right?
was like an achievement hunter.
Yeah,
escape
the AH
room.
one. I got a whole
AH heist.
video of us doing that. I don't know if
Yeah.
it ever came out. Maybe
Did-
maybe
did
no
you
one
ask for
gave
notes?
Yeah. Somewhere in your slacks. It was the first draft.
So you got really, really sick at RTX London, and then you were like, they
You went
give
to
you like an
A&E?
IV.
Yeah,
like
I went
an IV or
to
something?
an A&E and like they did some like blood tests. They did some like other stuff like that. Turns out I think I just had like really bad food poisoning or like something was going on.
Too much stacking.
Yeah, but I also like
fucking stacking right now.
too much information. I couldn't shit.
Oh no!
Like
That's
Like
opposite.
I hadn't for like 3 days at that
That's just
point.
how we do it there.
You just don't shit.
Yeah.
I mean, not every day.
You have to coordinate with the queen. With the king.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think it was just maybe like the change in diet, the travel. I was sick before even flying out
Yeah.
there. I wasn't feeling well.
Were the wait times long in Canada for like going to the doctor?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think so.
1 year.
I think
Larry,
they're-
are the wait times long?
I think they're pretty bad nowadays.
Wait, that's your dad's name, right?
Larry, yes.
Yeah, I was right. Okay.
I looked over there thinking that there was a Larry who works here. Who
No,
was gonna
it's the
answer your
camera.
question. 1 year when we were doing RTX Sydney, I had flown down there before, like the day before the event, and I went to a bar, and like I just walked in, was like gonna get a drink, and like sat down at the bar, and it was like all a bunch of like Australian people, and then of course like this one loud American walks in, and I'm like, oh my god, and he sits like at the bar right next to me, like great. Everyone's going to think we're together. And he starts very loudly talking about how American healthcare is the best and how
What?
and how like socialized medicine and healthcare doesn't work. And he starts talking to this old couple that's on, like I'm sitting to his left. He starts talking to this old couple to his right, talking about this. And they're like, well, actually, you know, we're from the UK and you know, we like our healthcare fine. He's like, yeah, but he's like, but yeah, everyone in the UK, like if anyone wants good healthcare, they have to get like private insurance and NHS doesn't do anything, right? And the old couple's like, no, we like the NHS. We don't have private insurance. It's
It
great.
rules. And it just rules.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I'll be right back. We keep talking about this. Then he looks at me, he's like, hey, do you watch my stuff? And he's got like his leather jacket and shit there.
I
And
thought
he
you
goes
said,
out-
do you watch my stuff? He's like a YouTuber or something.
and he goes outside and like pulls out a vape and starts vaping on the sidewalk. And then while he's outside vaping, I'm like, hey, just so everyone's, I don't know that guy. Like, I know we're both American.
I'm not with him.
I am not with him. I don't know him.
Our healthcare fucking sucks.
The American loudness scale, I think number one is Americans floating the river. Then it's
Oh my
Americans
God.
abroad. And then all the rest of the Americans are number three.
Yeah. It's like they're trying to prove something.
We're a nation of trying to prove something.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
I feel like I need to specify I'm Canadian when I go abroad. I'm like, I know.
Do you remember when that was like a thing? Like in
Oh,
like
yeah.
2008
People
or
would, like,
whatever?
pretend to be
It would be
Canadian?
like you'd have like a backpack and you just slap like a fucking maple leaf on that thing.
I went to Brussels once with Jason, who does the voice of Tucker, and like we just had to spend the night there because like it was like this long convoluted story that's not important. But we had to spend a night in Brussels, so we got there, left the train station, like dropped our shit off at the hotel, and like got in a taxi. We just asked the taxi driver like, hey, you know, what's like a cool part of town? We just want to go drink and whatever. We just come from Amsterdam, and the cab driver's like, yeah, I'll take you somewhere that's cool. And we're like driving, just like shooting the shit with the cab driver. And he takes us to this area. He's like, you guys are so cool. Hey, just so you know, if anyone asks, just don't tell them you're American. Just tell them if you're Canadian or something. He was like, I guess because we got along with him in the cab. He's like, hey, just pro tip.
Yeah.
Just don't tell people you're from the United States. They're like, oh, okay.
That was like such a thing for like probably a decade.
Yeah.
Like it was like this real like hide that you're American because this is the first time as a nation we're traveling abroad and everyone's going, we're fucking sick of these people.
I don't think that Americans had anything to worry about.
Yeah,
Because it's all of our TV. Without Americans, we wouldn't have any content.
That's right. That's why I talk normal because that's how it sounds on TV. I'm from Hollywood. And that's how
Hollywood,
we
California,
sound. And
bro.
That's how we sound all the time. So easy as that.
You did grow up in what we see on television, though.
Yeah,
I feel like.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to an outdoor high school. Like it was a whole thing.
Is it weird that, because I feel like having grown up in a small English town, whenever I'm back there, I'm like, all right, this is what normal is. And then I come here and I'm, everything's crazy.
This is
or
what
talking to Eric.
So this still doesn't feel normal to you, even after like 11 years.
It feels normal that I've got like a handle on.
You've
But
like grown
or it feel-
accustomed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a slightly,
Acclimated.
but it won't ever feel as like
Is it the
quiet
thing?
as.
Is it the thing where like you go back home, and then you come back here, and it's there? You just go like, oh fuck, all right, hang on.
There's actually an adjustment period, especially if you fly through like LAX,
Yeah.
because that place is chaos. There's people screaming. It's
Yeah.
like an adjustment of like, oh, I just came from quiet little England,
Yeah.
and now it's like, bah,
Yeah.
go through security again for some reason.
I've been to London twice, and it's maybe the worst place I've
You
ever been
hate
in my
London.
life.
I remember.
Well, that's the thing I was
remember you
getting to.
talking about
It's
that.
like
that-
legitimately like maybe like the one of the worst city. It felt like if an amusement park had come to life and everyone was a fucking moron.
I'll say I hated.
It was the worst. Everyone's like, you have to go to the north. And I'm like, I have to do shit. This place sucks.
I think I hated London the first 2 or 3 times I went, but it really grew on me. Like,
Really?
Well, to be fair, you were in like the Docklands and stuff. You kept going to
Oh
like,
yeah, for RTS.
the first time, remember, I don't remember what it was called. It was that
some film
that
festival.
Marriott right across from Big Ben.
Yeah, that was like
God.
Westminster.
Yeah, it was like we were going to London, and I was like, why is this Marriott so expensive? This Marriott, it's a Marriott. It's like $600 a night.
Holy shit!
I remember the reason I came to see you is because Jason PM'd me back then
Nice.
on the
Whoa.
redversusblue.com site. And I was like, yeah, come see us. And I was like, where are you? And he's like, all up by Big Ben and shit.
Like you walked out our hotel room and Big Ben was right there. It was so expensive
Is that before there was construction happening on it? I'm guessing.
Yes.
Oh, way before. It was like 2004.
I don't know how long that's been going on.
It was
for.
so expensive that me and Jason and Joel all had to share the room.
Oh
it
my
was like,
God.
I'm not getting another room. It's like $600 a
Holy-
night.
And how many nights were you there for?
It ended up being like a week, but part of
Holy
that
shit.
was that's when Jason and I went to Amsterdam and Brussels because we had like some downtime in the middle. So it was like a week, but it wasn't all solid in
Gotcha.
London the whole time.
I think pubs were the only thing that were cool, and the rest of it was bumping into people on the street because nobody knew which side of the street to walk on.
Yeah,
And you're saying, Eric, you're American, so you were on the right, and I'll say no.
But-
and then I'll
On escalators, it's different. On escalators, it's the right.
No, well, here's the thing.
Stand
It's
on-
different every like.
Just read the sign.
Yeah, but like people don't follow that when you're downtown or not downtown, whatever main London is. Like you,
Oh,
have,
yeah. Big old main London.
there's no like at least in America, walk on the right.
Well, London is the most. I don't know. It's probably one of the most diverse cities
I
on
think
the
that's
planet.
why that
so I feel like
happens.
it's whatever anyone feels
There's
like.
no consistency.
I went to a pub. It was nice. It was a nice pub. Fox and something. It was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
We were drinking, and I went, hey. I was just talking to some people that were local, and I said, hey, I'm walking down the street, and we are walking toward each other, and we're both in the middle of like the sidewalk. And you're going to move to a side. Which side do you move to? Do you know what they said?
I'm guessing.
They went, what?
Because the way I've always done it is I'm looking down. I'm not looking at anyone in the eye, and I can see a sort of shadowy figure, like a silhouette, and I'll sort of adjust. And if it adjusts with me, I'll go the other way, and we'll do this, and we'll eventually just pass each other. But we don't know where we're going to go.
I bumped
You just
in.
feel them.
I bumped into so many people in London, I thought I was going to get in a fight. I was so fucking mad. I was going to lose
Because
my mind.
you weren't feeling where they were going. You were just always going right.
Oh, I hate it. No, I went left.
Oh, I was going
left is
left.
the opposite.
Right, which is what you think you should be doing because it's usually what you drive on.
Which
right?
side would you go to? What? Oh my fucking god.
Bernie would get mad with me in the Congress office, in that one little path from the bathroom just to the main office. I would always just walk into him, and he'd be like, "What are you doing?"
Conversely, Japan, Tokyo, best fucking city I've ever
Super
been to in my
organized,
life.
right? Do they have like arrows?
Everyone was on their own side. I never bumped into a single person.
Because everyone's
Fuck.
Japanese.
What?
It's mainly Japanese people.
Unlike London, which is a lot of tourists
Well, yeah.
and a lot of people.
There's tourists in Tokyo. But I'm saying
Tokyo,
that, like,
notoriously the place where no one
no
goes.
tourists.
I
think
would
they
say
have a
there's
system
way
there.
more Japanese people in Tokyo than there are English people in London.
You are digging such a weird hole.
I'll say, the thing I love about being a pedestrian in Tokyo is that I'm like a super giant there.
Yeah.
Like I'm a tall dude,
Yeah.
and people are a little shorter over there, so it's like I can see over the crowd. Like All right, over there. That's where we're going. Like, I can see ahead down the block to where I need to be.
Can we get the AC turned off in here?
No, turn it, make it colder.
It is so fucking
Barbara,
cold in here.
It is blasting on me. I am
Yeah,
dying.
dude. I
will
I'm like
say-
Jack Nicholson in The Shining.
Okay.
I think I'm getting the
Now-
cold bouncing off of you onto me.
I wasn't going to say anything if nothing got brought up. Your nipples have been hard the entire
So
podcast.
hard.
The entire episode. They are
Can I
they
get
are
a-
diamonds.
They are.
I want to get a close
You
up
are
on it.
Gus, you are rock fucking solid.
I'm telling you, it's cold
Yeah.
in here,
Did
dude.
you just take that on like a 0.5?
Jesus.
Yeah.
I hate that. I hate that
I
up
wanted
close.
to get the close focus.
Oh man.
That's in your camera roll now forever.
It's
You're
gonna
gonna look
get.
back
I'm
at
happy
this
about
day.
it.
It's gonna get
So
suggestive.
can,
Yeah.
can you send it to Stab just so we have it? We can just
Yeah.
post it with like the episode or something.
I want to go to London with you.
I'll go to London with you. Can
I
we
wanna
go to like some football? Because that's like the only thing that I want to do.
Yeah.
Like I just want to go see some footy.
Who
I
wants
just
to
think
go
you went to the wrong
Japan?
places.
Where
You
you
wanna go
can't.
to Japan?
I don't know what the fuck I want. I'll go to Japan again.
I want to go to Japan.
What changed on Twitter, by the way, that it looks like I have 28 DMs all the time? Like, why is there a number on
Oh,
Twitter? now?
I don't.
I just turned off all the notifications.
Oh, I don't have a number. I've
Oh,
never
okay.
had it.
I don't really use it.
I don't
but I just
really-
have a number
yeah.
there. And usually that meant I had a DM.
I found out in
Oh,
in
Gunkadas
England.
is asking, does this make me part of the rock thing?
Rock, Gus's nipples. Rock hard. I found out in England, Gavin told me, you can't drink and look at the field or something. Like, there's like no views of the field while you drink.
What field? What?
Like, while watching like football, like soccer.
You
can
can't
drink.
have beer in a stadium.
Yeah.
You can
The pitch.
in like the stands.
I don't think this was me.
Really?
What other
pretty sure
British
we- yeah,
person
I
do
mean,
you talk to on
I've
a
had
regular
like
basis?
a plastic. No, there's nothing. I've had like a plastic cup of beer at a football game.
Like in the stands?
Yeah.
What other British person have I fucking talked to? I know
feel like
one.
It's
They're
either
always
beer
drinking.
or a lovely hot bovril.
Yeah.
A bog roll
I feel like
or a bog roll?
how do you get hooligans if you don't have beer?
Well, I thought that's what it was, is that it used to be hooligans and they tried to cut down on hooliganism. Either way, if we could
That's
drink there,
problematic.
boy,
Okay, I'm looking in
let's
the
do it.
comments. One comment says you can drink and watch footy. Another comment says they banned alcohol in the stands.
But which
Who?
one's right?
I don't
See,
know.
this is why I hate London.
Friend the person
This is
versus
why.
Grim Reaper 9419.
Wow.
I don't know.
See, this is why Wrexham got promoted. Good for them. We should wrap this up.
You wanna wrap it up? I don't want to go from Wrexham. All right. Yeah.
Somewhere
let's
else
wrap
in
this
Wales.
up. All right.
RTXAustin.com.
RTX Austin.
RTX, and check out all of our 20th anniversary content.
Peter H says banned in 1985, renewed in 2022.
Every single Friday, new content for the 20th anniversary of Rooster Teeth. And also check out All Good No Worries
I think it's
You
getting.
got the hoodie.
for new content.
I think it's getting kind of warm in here. We should turn the AC back on.
Stop it.
will.
All right.
What?
Bye.
Well,